Well, hey there. I have this Jingle Bells tutorial and I wanted to give you a little sneak peek into it just so that you can see how I achieved the look of realism and metal or metallic in this painting. So what you see me doing here is this jingle bell has a little star cutout and I've created a black shade of paint and I'm just painting that in and making it dark as it is in the reference photo, and I'll add some more detail to that area later. But for now I just wanted to get that star painted in. So there are red ribbons attached to these jingle bells and those red ribbons reflect into the surface of those jingle bells. So I'm taking the red that I'm going to be using and I'm following along with the reference photo, and where I see those reflections of the ribbon in that photo, I am adding them to the actual painting. Then I move on to an area that is going to end up being really dark, and I'm starting to lay in some darker values here. So this is kind of a dark brown that I'm putting in at the moment, and it will eventually go darker. So while the top area is drying, I'm moving down to the bottom part of the bell, and I'm putting on a very light wash of my base color. Now this is going to end up being the lightest color in the bell unless I lose some highlights, and then I can take a scrubbing or lifting brush and pull out some of those color. As I work down here while it's still wet, I'm just building up some darker values, and what this does is it helps to create a more realistic look, a three-dimensional look, and it makes this bell look like it's actually round rather than flat and two-dimensional. So I will continue adding some color and just building up that shape, and I do it little by little. I don't like to go in and just try to put in all of my color at once and get it to its darkest dark fast, because I feel like that the more you gradually build up colors, the more depth you're going to have, and it's also going to give your painting a lot more interest and depth and dimension. So while that bottom area is drying, because I've gotten it as far as I want to take it, I'm just coming back up to this dark area with a wet brush and a paper towel, and I'm softening out that edge because this dark area doesn't have a really hard edge. It softly transitions from that really light area into the dark shape that we see here. So I'm just softening things out and making it a little more believable and more like what's in that reference photo. And now I have flipped my painting back around and I'm doing the same thing on this side just to keep those edges soft and blendable and believable. And I had a little spill right there, so I am cleaning up my mess. But this is how you start out painting these bells, and I am offering you the first and second lesson in this course absolutely free. The link is in the description box below.